Hello, dear friends. Have you ever stood in the grocery aisle, looking at all the different bottles of olive oil, wondering which one is truly the best for your health? Many of us consider olive oil a staple in our kitchens, a golden liquid that elevates our meals and promises incredible health benefits. It's often called liquid gold for good reason. Packed with monounsaturated fatty acids, it's celebrated for its heart-healthy properties, its role in reducing inflammation, and its ability to contribute to a longer, healthier life. We seek out the finest quality, believing we are investing in our well-being. But what if I told you that this precious liquid gold might not always be what it seems? What if the very oil you trust to nourish your body could, in fact, be harming it? It's a concerning thought, isn't it? In recent years, the price of olive oil has soared. Unfavorable weather conditions and reduced harvests in major producing regions have made true, high-quality olive oil a scarce commodity. And whenever something valuable becomes scarce, unfortunately, the temptation for counterfeiting grows. This isn't just a small problem. Experts and authorities have noted a significant surge in fraudulent olive oil products flooding the market. European Union statistics indicate a dramatic increase in reported cases of olive oil fraud, with thousands of tons of fake oil seized annually. It's a global issue, but it hits close to home for many. Consider cases reported in countries like Germany and Italy, traditional bastions of olive oil production and consumption. Investigators have uncovered elaborate schemes involving the blending of cheap, inferior oils like sunflower or soybean oil with a tiny percentage of actual olive oil, or even worse, adding artificial colors and flavors to mimic the real deal. It's an alarming deception, and the risks of consuming fake olive oil are far more severe than just wasting your hard-earned money. These counterfeit products can pose serious threats to your health. For instance, some fake oils have been found to contain aflatoxins, dangerous toxins produced by certain molds. When ingested, aflatoxins can damage your digestive tract, liver, and kidneys, potentially leading to long-term health complications. Imagine thinking you're doing something good for your body, only to introduce harmful substances without knowing. Beyond aflatoxins, inferior oils used in counterfeiting might contain impurities, harmful additives, or even pesticide residues from unregulated production processes. Regular consumption of such oils can lead to chronic poisoning, impacting your overall health and vitality over time. This is why knowing how to spot the fakes isn't just about saving money. It's about safeguarding your health. So how can we, as discerning consumers who care deeply about our health and well-being, protect ourselves? Don't worry, my friends. It's not as complicated as it sounds. There are several reliable ways to tell the real from the fake. Let's walk through them together. First, always pay close attention to the label information. A genuine, high-quality olive oil will always proudly declare itself extra virgin. This isn't just a fancy term. It means the oil was produced using only mechanical means, without any chemical solvents, and at temperatures that don't degrade the oil's quality. Look beyond just extra virgin. A reputable producer will clearly state their name and contact information. You should also look for details about the olive growing region. Does it specify where the olives were harvested? Is it from a specific region with a good reputation? The more detailed and transparent the information, the more reliable the olive oil is likely to be. Vagueness is often a red flag. Next, observe the appearance of the oil itself. Real extra virgin olive oil typically has a beautiful golden yellow to deep green hue. The color should be clear and luminous, not dull or murky. Fake oils might have an unnatural color, perhaps too bright, or with an odd tint. Now let's talk about consistency. True extra virgin olive oil should have a certain viscosity. It should feel somewhat thick and luxurious, not watery or thin. When you swirl it gently in the bottle, you might notice it coats the sides slightly. Also, pay attention to the bubbles. Authentic olive oil, when shaken, will produce fine, delicate bubbles that dissipate relatively quickly. Large, irregular bubbles that linger for too long could be a sign of a less pure product. Perhaps the most telling indicators are the smell and taste. This is where your senses become your best allies. Pour a small amount into a spoon or a glass. First, take a deep breath and smell it. Genuine extra virgin olive oil should have a fresh, fruity aroma. You might detect notes of fresh-cut grass, artichoke, tomato leaf, or even a slight peppery scent. It should smell clean and vibrant. Now, what about fake oils? They often have an off-putting odor. You might notice a smell of rancidity, crayons, or even something musty or metallic. It should never smell greasy or stale. And then, the taste. Take a small sip. A real extra virgin olive oil will offer a complex flavor profile. It should taste fresh and clean, perhaps with a slight bitterness or a peppery finish at the back of your throat. This peppery sensation, often called pungency, is actually a sign of healthy antioxidants. If it tastes bland, greasy, or leaves a bad aftertaste, it's probably not the genuine article. It should never taste moldy, metallic, or fatty in an unpleasant way. Finally, look for certification marks. This is an important layer of protection. Some of the most reliable olive oils will carry specific certifications. For example, in Europe, look for the DOP, Denominazione di Origine Protetta, stamp. This mark guarantees that the olives were grown, harvested, and pressed in a specific geographical region, adhering to strict quality standards. Beyond regional certifications, independent third-party organizations also offer seals of approval. In North America, you might look for certifications from the North American Olive Oil Association, NAOOA, or the California Olive Oil Council, KOOC. These organizations conduct rigorous testing to ensure that the olive oil meets specific purity and quality criteria. When you see these seals, you can feel more confident that you are getting a genuine product. So, my dear friends, while the rise of counterfeit olive oil is a serious concern, remember that you are empowered with the knowledge to protect yourselves and your loved ones. Don't be fooled by cheap imitations or misleading labels. By using these simple yet effective methods, checking labels thoroughly, observing the oil's appearance, trusting your senses of smell and taste, and looking for reputable certifications, you can make informed choices. It's about being a cautious and conscious consumer, isn't it? Your health is your most valuable asset, and it's worth safeguarding. So, the next time you're shopping for olive oil, remember these tips. Choose wisely, choose genuinely, and keep that liquid gold truly golden for your health and well-being. If you found these tips helpful, please do give this a like and share it with your friends and family who could benefit from this important information. And if you have any questions or your own tips, please share them in the comments below. Let's build a community that prioritizes health and truth. Thank you for joining me today, and stick around for more insights on living a healthy, joyful life.